From the dawn of time, humanity has gazed upon the heavens in wonder and fear. The celestial tapestry, woven with stars, planets and celestial phenomena, has captivated our imaginations and inspired countless myths and legends. Ancient civilizations saw the cosmos as a realm of gods and monsters, interpreting celestial events as omens of fortune or doom. Comets, blazing across the sky with their fiery tails, were often seen as harbingers of disaster, their appearance coinciding with plagues, wars, and the fall of empires. Eclipses, those moments of celestial ballet when the sun or moon is obscured, evoked terror and awe, their sudden darkness disrupting the natural order. The aurora borealis, shimmering curtains of green and red light dancing across the night sky, filled those who witnessed its ethereal beauty with a sense of the divine. Yet even this celestial spectacle was often interpreted as a portent of war and bloodshed. Throughout history, humanity has sought meaning in the movements of the heavens, believing that the celestial realm held the keys to understanding our earthly existence. Today, as we stand on the cusp of a new millennium, we are once again confronted with extraordinary celestial events that challenge our understanding of the natural world and raise profound questions about our place in the cosmos. The aurora borealis, commonly known as the Northern Lights, has long been a spectacle reserved for those living in high latitude regions. This captivating display of celestial light, typically seen in the Arctic and Antarctic regions, occurs when charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's atmosphere, creating a symphony of vibrant colors that dance across the night sky. Recently, however, something extraordinary transpired. The Northern Lights, in a breathtaking display of celestial power, descended from their polar sanctuary and graced the skies of southern England. This unusual event, far from its usual haunts, has left many wondering about its significance. From a scientific perspective, the appearance of the Northern Lights in southern England can be attributed to an intense solar storm that bombarded Earth with an unusually high amount of charged particles. This surge in solar activity amplified the aurora's reach, allowing its ethereal glow to paint the night sky in regions far from its usual polar domain. However, beyond the scientific explanations, many are turning to the Bible, seeking spiritual interpretations for this celestial display. Some believe that the Northern Lights appearing in unusual locations could be a sign from God, a celestial message intended to awaken our spirits and draw our attention to the heavens. Whispers and rumors have begun to circulate, spreading like wildfire through the online world about a second moon appearing in our night sky. While no credible scientific evidence supports the existence of a second moon, the persistence of these claims and the fervor with which they are shared raise intriguing questions about our collective fascination with the cosmos and our enduring search for meaning in the universe. Some proponents of the second moon theory point to blurry photographs and anecdotal accounts as proof of its existence. They speculate that this celestial neighbor, shrouded in mystery, could be a previously undiscovered satellite of Earth, or perhaps a celestial object, like an asteroid, temporarily captured by our planet's gravitational pull. However, astronomers and scientists are quick to debunk these claims. The vast majority of these alleged sightings, they argue, can be attributed to lens flares, camera artifacts, or misidentified stars and planets. The laws of physics, they emphasize, make it highly improbable for a celestial object the size of a moon to go unnoticed for so long. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the idea of a second moon continues to capture the imagination. It speaks to our innate curiosity about the universe and our desire to believe that there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered in the vast expanse of space. Section 4. Biblical Signs, Harbingers of the End Times. The appearance of the Northern Lights in southern England and the rumours of a second moon have ignited fervent discussions about their potential significance, particularly among those who believe that we are living in the end times. Throughout the Bible, celestial events are often portrayed as signs from God, harbingers of impending judgment or pronouncements of divine favour. The book of Joel, in a passage often cited in discussions about the end times, speaks of the sun turning to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. This vivid imagery, describing dramatic celestial disturbances, has been interpreted by some as a foreshadowing of the events that will precede the second coming of Christ. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. Joel 2:31, King James Version. Similarly, the book of Revelation, with its apocalyptic visions of the end times, describes a series of celestial signs that will herald the final judgment. These signs include a great earthquake, the sun becoming black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon becoming like blood. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Revelation 6:12, King James Version. Section 5. The Book of Revelation, Unmasking the Apocalypse. The Book of Revelation, the final book of the New Testament, stands as a beacon of both fascination and trepidation for Christians worldwide. Its cryptic verses, replete with vivid imagery and symbolic language, unveil a panoramic vision of the end times, a period marked by tribulation, divine judgment, and ultimately the triumphant return of Jesus Christ and the establishment of a new heaven and a new earth. Central to Revelation's narrative are a series of seals, trumpets, and bowls, each unleashing a wave of cataclysmic events upon the earth. These judgments, ordained by God and executed by celestial beings, serve as a stark warning to a world steeped in sin and rebellion. The sixth seal, as described in Revelation 6:12-17, unveils a series of cosmic disturbances that mirror the celestial phenomena we see unfolding today. The sun, once a radiant source of life, is darkened, plunging the world into an eerie twilight. The moon, typically a beacon of cool, reflected light, transforms into a blood-red orb, casting an ominous glow upon a terrified humanity. These celestial signs, far from being mere astronomical curiosities, are presented as divine pronouncements, harbingers of God's impending judgment upon a sinful and unrepentant world. They serve as a stark reminder that our time on earth is finite and that we are ultimately accountable to a higher power. Section 6. When day turns to night, celestial signs of judgment. The Bible, in its timeless wisdom, employs celestial imagery to convey the gravity of God's judgment and the ephemeral nature of human existence. Eclipses, those awe-inspiring events when the sun or moon is obscured, often serve as metaphors for divine judgment, symbolizing the temporary withdrawal of God's grace and the impending darkness that awaits those who reject his sovereignty. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus, foretelling the signs that will precede his second coming, uses the imagery of a darkened sun and moon to convey the gravity of the end times. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Matthew 24:29, King James Version. This vivid description, with its echoes of celestial chaos, paints a picture of a world on the brink of divine judgment, a world where the natural order is upended and the very foundations of heaven and earth are shaken. The darkening of the sun, a symbol of life and vitality, represents the spiritual darkness that descends upon a world that has turned away from God. The moon, stripped of its borrowed light, becomes a haunting reminder of humanity's dependence on God and the consequences of rejecting his divine illumination. These celestial disturbances, far from being random occurrences, serve as divine pronouncements, signaling the impending arrival of the day of the Lord, a day of reckoning and judgment for the wicked, but also a day of redemption and renewal for those who have placed their faith in Jesus Christ.